Hi friend, Damian Jordan here with A Wise Shall Understand. And what I am showing you right here is actually an app on my phone which is called Stellarium. Stellarium.org is a website where you can actually download software free of charge for your laptop computers, desktop computers, you name it, all operating systems across the board. But they also have an app that you can download from the Google Play Store, and I'm sure they have it for the iPhone as well. But basically, what we have right here is an app that is Planetarium software in the palm of your hand. What we're looking at right here, and the reason why I'm taking the time to show this to you, is that perhaps you may not be aware of what the Bible describes as a great sign. And in the book of Revelation, it says in chapter 12, verse 1, "Now a great sign," or some versions say, "now a great wonder appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and with a garland or a crown of 12 stars above her head." And I'm going to tap here to adjust the date. If we were to go back to September the 23rd, which I will do right now, September 23rd, and then I can tap over here. Now we're looking at what the alignment looked like on September 23rd. Notice that, this was going into September 23rd, going into September 24th. Notice that the moon is clearly under the feet of the constellation Virgo. There's the woman, okay? And it also mentions that she's clothed with the sun. The sun is right there over her left shoulder. And if I tap on atmosphere, it brightens up even more. But the prophecy said, clothed in the sun, and in fact she is. If I were to go back a little bit further in time in terms of hours, the sun just completely bathes her just with light. It's just incredible. But let's take a look above her. What you have is you've got the constellation Leo. And Leo basically has 9 stars which outline it. And then you have these 3 wandering stars which came into the position or the alignment that you see right here: Mercury, Mars, and Venus. Now, the ancients had certain connotations that they would associate with these planets. I don't have time to get into that right now. But the important thing that I want to bring to your attention is that this alignment, which was precisely described in Revelation chapter 12, depicts something so precisely that if you were to even begin to approach calculating the probability on September 23rd, you're getting into some astronomical realms. No pun intended. But let's take a look at some of the things in the area. You've got a man wrestling with a serpent. And if you zoom in, let's go ahead and actually we can zoom in a little bit on that, I think. Yeah, there we go. We can zoom in a little bit and look at the serpent right there. You got the serpent comprised of 7 stars. That number is important right there. And then you've got a crown above the serpent over here, which is comprised of or outlined by 7 stars, Corona Borealis. So, and the number of stars in the head of the serpent right there, I believe, is significant. There's the moon, as we just move this over here. The moon is under her feet. That's significant. That's in the prophecy. The planet Jupiter is inside of the constellation Virgo. The planet Jupiter, it's been 9 months, the length of human gestation period for a baby, 9 months inside of Virgo. And so that's interesting, and that's only possible because of retrograde motion. It's when a planet looks like it's going in one direction, and then it stops, and then it goes the other direction, and it starts to, let's just put it this way to use an illustration. It's kind of like Jupiter has been doing baby loop inside of Mama Virgo for the past 9 months. Now you've got the sun right there. You got Mercury, Mars, and Venus. You are looking right here at this alignment, an extraordinary alignment, one I believe that is of extreme significance, and I just don't want you to miss it. Now, with respect to signs, I always say three things, and in my videos you'll notice that I say this over and over and over again, so that people can really appreciate the nature of a sign. A sign, even when you're driving, when you see a sign doesn't mean that something has to happen at that very moment. A sign generally indicates that something is coming. Okay? A sign could mean that you have to do something right now. A stop sign is an example. Okay, but you know, you've got different kinds of signs. I live in Southern California. So when I'm on for example, the 10 West Freeway driving into Santa Monica, you know, I might see signs like, for example, for Lincoln Boulevard, 3 miles, 2 miles, 1 mile, next exit, exit now. So signs generally mean that something is coming. A sign means that something is coming. Okay, now that is the alignment of September 23rd. I can tap over here. The software is so amazing. I can tap over here and then tap set time to now, and then what will happen is it goes to what the alignment looks like right now. There's the sun right there. The red line is the ecliptic. Okay, that's the path along which the planets orbit. Okay. So anyway, these are some very important things. It's how do I describe it? The Hebrew Mazarot, for example, is God's story in the skies. All right? And if you read Psalm 19, it says day after day and night after night. You know, the heavens and the skies are pouring forth knowledge. You know, so read Psalm 19. Read Genesis chapter 1, verse 14. In Leviticus chapter 23, we have the Lord's appointed times, also referred to as the feasts of the Lord. But these are the Moedim. These are, in Leviticus chapter 23, 7 appointed times of the Lord. And it's very, very significant that this alignment, which you know we took a look at, I'm going to go back to date and time. This alignment of September 23rd, let me adjust there we go, okay. This alignment of September 23rd, there it is of particular significance because it occurred during the Feast of Trumpets in 2017. And so what we're looking at here is in a Jubilee year, and the Jubilee year is described in Leviticus chapter 25. In the Jubilee year, a year which has proven to be very significant in modern history with respect to the land of Israel and the people of Israel. In the Jubilee year, we're looking at layers upon layers upon layers of significance here. Okay? So, what I want you to do is, having watched this video, avail yourself of the information that is available on this web page that you're visiting right now. Check out some of the other web pages at this website. This video I'm going to have embedded inside of the wiseshallunderstand.com. And I want you to consider that even though this date has passed, September 23rd has passed, remember the nature of a sign. It indicates that something is coming. Look up Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3. In so many words, it's basically telling us that the revelation is for an appointed time. Though it linger, wait for it. It will not delay. So these are different passages within the scriptures that I'm quoting for you and referring you to, so that you can look these things up for yourself and decide for yourself if together, taken with the Revelation 12 description, Revelation chapter 12 verse 1, and oh look, another comet just shot right through that. I don't know if you saw that. This is pretty exciting. Okay, so anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to go back to real time here, date and time, just showing you how you can use the software. Go back to real time and then tap away. Okay, And you can get this app from the Google Play Store. You can download it to your computer from stellarium.org. That's STELLARIUM.org. But also be sure to join the mailing list at thewiseshallunderstand.com. Tap to receive push notifications so that you can see when new videos, new posts, new pages are posted to the site. And of course, we have a Facebook page and a Facebook group. So at any rate, this information is so amazing because it is consistent with what the scriptures tell us concerning the manner in which God reveals and unseals and pours out revelation in both the heavens and in the skies. Psalm chapter 19, it's all there. Genesis chapter 1 verse 14, it's there. This is astronomy, it's not astrology. It's God's story in the skies.